Okay, Book of Files. I'm back, and I'm doing this a little bit differently. I'm actually standing in front of the bookcase and holding the camera because every place I tried to set it, I couldn't get any good light. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting into some really good books here, at least what I think. And I've showed already showed some really good ones and some rare ones, but these are what I consider some of the better ones coming up. Uh, Everybody's judgment is different. We'll see. Leave me some comments if you like and whatnot. We'll see how many I can get. I'm gonna try to keep track of the time. Cut this into parts if I have to. Like I promised, I'm letting these videos get a little too long. Anyway, let's start off. Guess that needs no explanation. Yeah, one of my favorite books. I just I got it on the shelf because I plan on rereading it at some point. I don't know if I'll ever get to, but yeah. Let's see what else I want. Yeah, let's show this one. There's the other Princess Bride. Apparently, I got 3 copies. I forgot about this one. I believe this is the first paperback edition. Yeah, I was going to be satisfied printing off. I found a cover and I could print it off and framed it in the other room, and I said, "Well, I'll be fine with that." And then I found out that some of the text is printed in red for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, there's. I just saw some. It's kind of hard to flip through this thing with one hand. There we go. There you go. See, I don't know why some of the text is in red, but that reminds me of the Bible. And like I told you, I collect biblical type stuff. I said, well, it's a no-brainer. I got to get it now. So there's that. Giant globalist sperm war. Mandy Descendra. That was a pretty interesting story. It's not very long, so if you want to search it out on Amazon, go right ahead. It shouldn't take you too long to read it. That's the cover pretty much says it all. That's basically what it's about. See, another one. Harlan Ellison, Bugfuck. It's just some collection of some of his quotes and whatnot. A couple of other things, not many other things. Uh, Come to find out, yeah, I wasn't quite as aware of his sayings as I thought I was. He had a way with words. Now we got a Barbara Steiner's Dark Chronicles. There's the dance. The gallery. And the calling. Probably young adult, but I ain't above reading young adult. These were some other books that I also got in that swap box with some others that I really themed out. Put a lot of effort in. I think I already mentioned about this swap box once with another book, and it was and the person that I sent it to basically stole it. Post office said it was mail fraud, without a doubt, but according to the people at the post office, they said even though it's a federal crime, it's unenforceable. So how can you have a law that is a crime and you can't enforce it? So everybody's free to break the law. You, and being a federal law, which is a pretty bad law to break. So usually the repercussions are pretty drastic if you're breaking a federal law. Apparently not with mail fraud. You can get away with it, according to the post office. I mean, I had the address. If I was a bad person, I could go down, uh, follow the address. Everybody's got GPS and everything. Who knows what could I could get the box back if I wanted to. You do anything really. They gave me the address, so if I had the address and I could do stuff, police could. You would think, right? Well, anyway, that's neither here nor there now. We'll just forget about it. Poppy, Zebrat, are you lonesome tonight? Loathsome tonight. Yeah, it's a dark cover, so it makes the lighting look even worse over here. I kind of have a fascination with this author. I really, really like him. Haven't read as much as I would like, but I really, really like him. And that book is a little revealing. If you have a copy of it, you know what I mean. And I would love to have the confidence they do. And, well, don't know really much anything about them, but I can tell if we ever met, they'd be one of my favorite people. We would have a lot to talk about, I would think, in common. But anyway, David Bodan's The Secret House. I got this one over here just to keep it on hand. I have already read it. It is basically about the science of what happens in behind the scenes in a typical house and the things in it, where things come from and everything. And you'll be surprised by the origins of some stuff. Might make you think twice about certain things, like eating ice cream and whatnot. Although, didn't really stop me very much. Lee Clark, The Feeding. That's seems to be a little bit hard to get for some people. A lot of people. It was for me for a while. I mean, it'll come up, but it's usually pretty pricey. Thomas Altman, Black Christmas. This one's got various different covers. You can buy this set, and it might actually be under another pseudonym or something as well. I'm not sure. When I looked for it, I wanted to look for this particular cover because it's more interesting than the others. Another book I don't see many people talking about much, Jan Williamson, Queen of Hell. I have a fascination with hell and devil books and everything, and probably either before or just after I finish this shelf here, this case, I'll go through my devil and hell books and the possession books, or most of them that I got in one area. Show them off. Clive Harold's Uninvited. I got this because it is a first in a series, and and if you already know what that is, I'll go tell you. Sean Hudson. This is an omnibus with The Abduction, The Visitation, and Come the Night. And The Uninvited, I believe. Yeah, it is the first in the series, and then Abduction and Visitation is number 2 and 3 in the series. And Come the Night, most people know that is uh, the Chainsaw book. What's Chainsaw Terror? Yeah. It took me a while to figure this out, and I did a lot of searching and everything. But Chainsaw Terror and Come the Night are exactly the same book. Uh, the information is kind of hard to find out until you really get into it. But yeah, I went through them and found different passages here and there, and yeah, the word count and everything, pages, everything I found was exactly the same. So, and usually this book and Come Tonight, which is released separately, I believe, can be found a lot cheaper than Chainsaw Terror. Uh, I happen to have found a copy of Chainsaw Terror, and even though I really like the cover, I found it, well, I can make a little bit off of it, and so I wound up selling it, and I still got the story. I got a couple more, and then I'm gonna pause, stop this, and start doing it again. Michael Green, Jim Jams. Seems to be a really weird and wacky book, right up my alley. Uh, I had the help of a very nice friend up in Canada because the only place I found it available was in Canada, and they wouldn't ship down here in the States. So I had it shipped to her house, and she was kind enough to ship it down to me. And I was going to send her a care package as a thank you, and I still got it in there. But the shipping is going to cost me like $50 plus. That's before counting into the weight of it and everything. So it's a little. I'm still trying to figure that out. I still like to do it. Um, she didn't want any anything for it. She just wanted to provide the kindness, and I humbly thank her. I mean, I don't get much kindness from people like that, and it's really appreciated. I just want to know. I really appreciate it quite a bit. Anyway, finish these last couple books. The Last Days of Christ the Vampire by J.G. Ecarius. I consider this in the same group with the other Bible books that I was telling you about in that group. It's not. Uh, it should be pretty interesting. It was in that stack, and I picked it up. It's a little shorter than some of the others, and I might be able to read that sooner than the others. Super Chainsaw Squad DX, Stephen Williams. I don't know much about this other than the cover caught my eye. I thought it was a graphic novel when I ordered it, to be honest with you. Although I'm fine with it being a regular novel. Andy by Bradley Snow. Yeah. Yeah. Al San Antonio Skeletons. This, according to the summary, seems to be a pretty wacky one, similar to like the Evil Dead or the third Evil Dead movie. Yeah, yeah, it's what it reminds me of. So I said, well, heck, when I saw that, what what the synopsis told me about I said, yeah, if it's going to be anything like that, then I gotta have it. Got another parody here. The Hunger Mainly Death Games. Bratness Everclean, they're calling it. That's probably I don't think it's yeah, yeah. I don't know if there's usually is like Harvard Lampoon or somebody, but yeah, that you can't. They don't tell you any way beyond that who it is. Pages Torn from a Travel Journal, Edward Lee. It's one of his thinner ones. I got Christmas Terror Tales, Kevin Folliard. I read a Folliard once already, and they were okay, pretty good stories, yeah. And this one happens to have been signed. I don't think it was listed as that. And more Christmas Terror Tales by him. Yeah, this one's not signed. Okay. That's where I'm going to stop it right now. I think this is a decent enough time. And we'll continue with part 2. See you in a minute.